Hey, it's your boy, Chango, coming at you with another video. This video is Theo and Mark Norman think back on their open mic days in New Orleans. Brought to you by Theo Von Clips. Alright, so I have been doing a whole lot of Theo lately, and it's been a while since I've done Mark Norman. I am a big fan of both. And I'm excited about this, so let's get right into it.
No, but Austin's fun because when you're working on new shit, you got to be able to bounce around. You can't just do one set every now and then.
I agree, and it's even a lot of times when you're working on new stuff. For me, it's like that third time you do it in a night, even if you don't even want to do it, and nothing comes out of it, but it's still just burning that like. Every time you cook it, you just cook it. And it's like, so the next time will be good, right?
100%. You know, they say when you lift weights, the one where you're like, and you can't get it up, that's the one that matters the most. And it's the same with comedy, I think. When you're working on that new one and you don't want to say it and it's not really working, that's when you find it, when you just push it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I have a buddy that just started comedy last week.
No way.
A friend of mine from AA, he just started.
Aren't you glad those days? I would hate to just start now. I mean, we're 20 years in or whatever the fuck. I used to watch you at open mics at fucking Lucy's Surfer Bar in New Orleans.
Dude.
Yeah, you were the guy. You had a hot girlfriend. You had some money. You had a cool haircut.
I didn't have. Well, I did have a very cute girlfriend.
Oh, I still remember her.
God, she was pretty, wasn't she?
I think about her all the time.
I'll be honest. I think about her a lot.
Yeah, that was really something. No one had a hot girlfriend back then. We were all losers in Louisiana.
I remember walking by like some of the Saints players, and they're all said, "We're gonna steal your girlfriend."
That sounds about right. That's what they do.
And they did. That's the crazy part. No, I don't know. But yeah, dude. God, bro, when we went to Lucy's, that was fun, dude.
That was not a care in the world. There was no phones. There was no, we got to get a clip. There was no video shit. It was just for the love of the game.
And they had all kind of like Dane Fauché. Remember him?
Yeah, of course. Funny guy.
And they he was in that documentary. Did you see that?
No. What doc?
I don't know if he's okay with talking about this, but bring it up. Dane Fauché.
I love those old Louisiana names. Fauché, Thibodeau, Landry.
Yeah, it was like...
Remember Sean Patton was down there?
Is.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Dane
Good old
Fauché.
Dane. I looked up to him, too, when I started.
Oh, dude, same, bro. And also one of the nicest guys.
Oh, yeah, great guy. And he was really like, he welcomed everybody. Hey, we're doing comedy. Good to have you. And it was the first time I had like a group, like a clique.
Yeah.
Felt like a cult.
Dude, yeah, Dane's an awesome guy. But they had a he was part of a very important it's called Our Friend. What is it? Our Friend is a 2019 American biographical drama film directed by Gabriella Calperthwaite and written by Brad Inglesby, based on Matthew Teague's 2015 Esquire article, The Friend, Love is Not a Big Enough Word.
Jeez, Jason Segel, Dakota Johnson, Casey Affleck. Holy, how did I not know about it? This is huge.
And it's based on I think the main character is based on him. Scroll some.
Oh, God. Are you going to tell me he's got some disease?
In a flashback to 2000, Matt, a journalist and Nicole, a theater performer, live in New Orleans. She introduces Matt to Dane, a friend from college, working as a camera operator who dreams of becoming a stand-up comic.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Yeah, dude, this is a cool thing to watch.
Good for him, yeah. Comedy's so big right now. I mean, you're talking to presidents, vice president, Bernie Sanders. It's weird how intertwined it all is.
Well, I think everything's getting kind of bizarre now, you know?
100%.
Everything is getting like turning into the WWE.
Yes.
No, dude, remember the other comics they had? Wild Bill. Remember Wild Bill?
Oh, Wild Bill Dykes.
Wild Bill Dykes, dude.
He was on some TV show, like Bar Rescue, some bullshit
That's
like
right.
that. And I was like, he's been on TV. And same with you. I was like, you've been on TV. I couldn't believe it.
Wild fucking Bill Dykes, dude. A legend, dude.
But that's the thing. You had to wait to get tapped to get on TV, and you got 6 seconds on some weird show. And now we got the internet, so we can just put it all out there.
Yeah. Now you can just be like, hey, I'm an alcoholic, and just tell people straight up.
Exactly.
And a lot of comedians in New Orleans were just alcoholics that were trying to stay away from their families or wives at night.
100%.
Let's say that factually, and no judgment. I didn't have a wife or anything at that time, but you'd see guys coming in, have a couple in their car.
Yes, exactly. I was terrified. I had stage fright like a motherfucker.
Well, we all had stage fright and salt poisoning from living in Louisiana, the gout capital.
Oh yeah, a lot of sodium.
Yeah, they had that one comic, Black Gout or whatever his name was. He was just like kind of an older black guy.
Yeah, well, the black comics all had like chicken fry, cornbread, red bean.
Yep.
They all had cool names. Salami, Rob. Yeah, they were fun. Gumbo Jones.
Spicy Child Evasion.
Sickle Cell
Wilson.
Johnson. Yeah, those were wild times. And we all got along.
Oh, it was so much fun.
So much fun.
T-Ray, remember him?
T-Ray!
Bro,
Holy
he was
shit.
a pro when we started.
That dude was a legend in Louisiana.
He was a legend, dude.
First comic I ever saw, remember the Funny Bone in Baton Rouge?
Yes.
They had a Funny Bone. I saw Chris Porter there in like 2002 or something.
Yeah.
And he was killing. I still remember his act. He had a bit about, he's like, smoking and drinking, they go together. You can drink without smoking, but you can't smoke without drinking. It's kind of like you can take a piss without shitting, but you can't shit without pissing. And I was like, blew my fucking mind.
Where are we?
Yeah.
God, dude. Yeah, Chris Porter. And that's when he got onto Last Comic, too.
Yes.
Remember? And that's when kind of the handicapped era started on Last Comic. With
Yeah.
Josh Blue, who was
That's right.
hilarious, who made Josh
So
Blue was
funny.
one of the best at having a disability, but also being a comedian, right?
Yeah.
But I think it definitely launched a wave of, and it kind of ended with that guy who faked having cancer for Ellen or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Chocolate Cancer. What was that guy's name? The comedian? What was that guy's name?
All right, so this one wasn't as funny as I thought. But, I will say, whenever I see people that are passionate about something, even if I don't know what the hell they're talking about, and I don't know anything about the subject, it's just fascinating to me, right? So, because I see, Joe Rogan sometimes will have a comedian on, and they get into the weeds about the comedy world. And, it's funny sometimes, but other times it's like, all right, dude, they've been talking about this for an hour plus, right? And so sometimes it gets kind of a little bit annoying, I would say. But it's no different than when he has MMA fighters on there, right? Like, I'm a big MMA fan, so I can listen to that shit, a lot, right? Quite a bit. But, sometimes, man, they get into the weeds and they start talking about fighters that I've never even heard of. And they start talking about all this stuff and, I guess it's no different than any other thing that you're into, right? And just people that are passionate about something, there's something to be said about that, right? But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I need to get more into that, get more into the comedy scene as far. I'm doing this, right? Let's be real. I'm already kind of doing it, right? But I need to go to more live shows. I've been to a few, right? And it's always entertaining. There's one nearby me where it's free. There's no cover charge. There's no nothing. But they take advantage. So they know you're gonna drink, right? So they jack up the price on the liquor and stuff. Which whatever, right? I just need to go more often. Your boy Chonko needs to check that out, right? It's always a good time, right? And a lot of times it's up and comers that I've never heard of, but everybody's got to start somewhere. And what he was saying, like on AA, he knew someone that knows someone that's gonna start for the first time. And God, that's got to be nerve-wracking. Let's say it's Monday and I'm gonna debut on Friday. You better believe all week that's all I'm gonna be thinking about, right? I'm gonna be man, what if they boo me? What if this? What if that? I'm sure it's nerve-wracking, right? I can only imagine. But yeah, overall I would say it was entertaining. It's just whenever I see Theo and Mark Norman in a video, I expect fireworks. And this time, I got those I got some pop rocks or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. Hit the notification bell, all that stuff. I'm running an Easter special. It's free right now. Go ahead and take advantage. With that being said, that's all I really got. You guys take care. Peace out.